Hi guys, and welcome back to Neil Pla. It's Neil and Thomas with another Eurovision 2025 reaction. Hello to you. So we have more songs coming at us than we can shake a stick at. They're coming thick and fast. We've already reacted to this one because it was going global and viral and very big. But Malta have selected KANT by Miriana Conte. Now we...
Sorry, what did you say? What was that song?
KANT. Brackets singing. Thank you very much to all of the Maltese people who told us that meant singing. Still doesn't make grammatical sense, but it's Eurovision, so it doesn't need to. Now, we were not necessarily the nicest about this song when we listened to the studio version.
We were not nice either.
Yeah, but
we're just honest.
We weren't fans. But it is now officially a Eurovision song. It has been uploaded to the Eurovision Song Contest YouTube channel. It is there. It exists in that world. We've not watched the performance. I've heard it's wild, but we're coming into this blind, and we're coming into it with an open mind. Yes. We are going to empty our mind of all preconceived notions and see what we think of this performance. If you want to check out of our other reactions, go to neopla.com. You can see our initial reactions there in the national final, and you can also see all of our Eurovision 2025 reactions too, as well as links to our social media. But shall we get into it?
I think, yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Okay.
Let's surf some KANT.
This is KANT by Miriana Conte. What is that outfit? Okay, she has that attitude.
Yeah.
I really actually like her vocals here.
Oh yeah. Vocal is, yeah.
Is this a little bit mocking of Switzerland? It feels a little bit Sound of Music, those outfits.
Yeah. Got a lot of backing vocals here, pre-recorded backing vocals. Oh, got a costume change, okay.
Okay, that's quite an iconic leopard print. This is still backing though, isn't it? That's not live.
I'm trying to wrap my head around these outfits. Like, what's behind these outfits?
This is a fun performance. I'm giving it that. Look at her shake her ass. Okay, I wasn't expecting the instrument.
Is she actually going to play it though? No.
No.
She's just holding it.
It does feel like a Sound of Music.
The lyrics
parody.
Are just...
Oh my god, the comments in the background too. Right. Okay. That was KANT. Now, reminder, we are saying KANT by Miriana Conte. It has been uploaded with KANT and bracket singing, as we mentioned. Now, before we get into it, because I saw Tomsey's face towards the end of the recording there, so I'm going to start off with some positives. Okay, when we can hear her live vocal, and unfortunately the operative word there is when, it's actually really impressive, but I am so distracted by how loud the playback is and the backing vocal is, especially during the chorus. And at this point, I am genuinely not sure if that's because we're watching our Eurovision version or if that's how it was. Like, have EBU edited it in any way? Because it seems to be she looks like she's singing, but you can't hear any of her live vocals. So I'm wondering that. But her vocals,
if I can pick up on that, I think the issue with the backing track is the fact that the backing vocals that you hear are her. It's her voice that you hear in the backing track. I think if you would have actual backing vocals singing the backings, and they can be pre-recorded because, it's allowed. So, I'm not against that. But at least that way you could distinguish her live vocal from, what you're hearing on the backing track. But it does, if she was singing the whole song throughout, which I'm not sure that she was, if she was, then props to the vocals, because that if you can't hear the difference between the vocal live and the vocal on the backing track, then that's a good sign. That means that you can hold a note.
Yeah.
So
what I would like to do, if you're okay with it, is just take a pause for a few minutes. I want to take a look at what TVM have uploaded and see if we can hear a difference in the vocal, just like the chorus, especially.
Let's do that.
Because I am interested. It's so strange. Is it the EBU?
I got a secret you should know. Come a little close out, whisper slow. I got a secret you should know. People say don't be so loud. Watch the words coming out your mouth. Hands crossed, don't dare stand out. Follow the crowd, follow the crowd. Pull up, make them all bow down. Shut up, I'ma be real loud. Get up, I don't back down. Follow me now, only lovers, no enemies. Feel around me, green energy. In my power, a higher me. Here's the secret, remedy. Why should we let other people decide when we could be having the time of our lives? Let down your walls, come and dance to my vibe. I do it all the time, yeah, I do it all the time. Serving KANT.
It's an awkward camera angle.
Yeah, no, it's backing vocal. It's the same video. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there is a clear difference to the quality of the vocal in the verses and the chorus. There's not a lot of singing going on in the chorus. It's just that line. But you can hear as soon as she goes from the chorus to the second verse, then you can hear that it's a live vocal. And don't get me wrong, I don't mean that in a derogatory way, as in like, oh, that wasn't as good, so you can hear that it's live. Yeah. It is still, she's got a very good vocal, but it doesn't make sense as to why these pre-recorded vocals, agreeing again, why these pre-recorded vocals would be so loud. Like, surely she can just sing the line serving KANT live. It doesn't have to have all those. Or maybe she was singing along with it, but you just couldn't hear it because the backing track was so loud.
Yeah, there's something up there now, and only because of the title of the song did I suspect that there could have been some editing by the EBU, and that's why I wanted to take a look at the TVM version. But no, definitely does seem like it is how it was on the night. Okay. Which is a shame, because her vocal, when you hear her vocal at the start and after that, as you said, it's really good.
Yeah.
That it really took me out of the performance a little bit, actually. Now, the performance itself is quite wacky, a little confusing. I don't necessarily hate all of it, but I don't think it comes together in a fully working package as yet. Like, I don't think if you were to lift what we just saw from Mesk up and pull it onto the stage in Basel, I don't think it would work. I think this needs full restructure in terms of staging. You know, I don't understand why the dancers were in the Sound of Music-esque look, and then I don't understand why they were in cavemen era.
I think the reason is because, you know, she does sing Do Re Mi Fa Sister Serving Kant. You know, Do Re Mi Fa. It is a reference to Sound of Music. So
but then what's with the cavemen bit at the end when the men are naked? Like, basically, I don't know what's going on. But
were they naked? Did I not see that?
No, they had furry shorts on, but they were topless.
So I was too preoccupied with looking at the bouncing balls, and like that's all I could.
I bet you were loving looking at the bouncing balls.
We have just reviewed Erica Hoffman's performance for the UK final. Everything is sexual, and this song does not help.
No, you can definitely tell it's the 69th Eurovision Song Contest. Yes. But no, yeah. I'm feeling more warm towards this track than we were with the studio version we had listened to a couple of weeks ago. I'm warming to it. I'm not there yet. I need a little bit more from it, and I'm still not convinced on the suitability of serving KANT. We know what the joke is. I get the joke. It kind of feels too obvious.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, we've discussed this, and people have told us multiple times in our previous reaction video to that song that the word KANT does mean sing in Maltese. Okay, we get that, and fair enough, but let's not what the joke is here. Yeah, let's not for a second pretend that she is saying I'm serving vocals. That's not what she's saying. She's serving KANT is what she's saying, and we all know what the joke behind it is. And I saw someone post this today on Blue Sky that said, like, I drop the C word 50 times a day, but there's a difference between doing it in the comfort of your own home and then just doing it on national TV or international TV, which is what Eurovision is going to be like. You take away that gimmick and you just have your average pop song, which it's not a bad song per se. I've got several issues with this entry. It's not just it's not just a joke about the KANT versus KANT, you know, whatever. It's there. I think it's slightly vulgar, but it's not like I don't find it offensive or anything. I just think it's a bit weak to use that as a sort of a means to push people over the edge to vote for you. Fine, if whatever, it's there. But I also don't think just the rest of the lyrics are quite. It's got somewhat of a nice message saying, you know, why should we let other people decide when we should be having the time of our lives? Okay, that's nice enough, but it's not the most groundbreaking lyrics. The Do Re Mi Fa Sister Serving, it's just sort of like, and then the choices that are made during this performance, and again, she seems lovely and she seems likable. I really do think that she's sweet and cute and bubbly, but what the fuck was going on with these bouncing balls? Like, it just felt like, what can we do in the last 30 seconds to make this even more crazy than it already is? Let's throw in some bouncing balls. Like,
it does feel like another way to add the sexual element into it.
Because the way that they, and here's the thing, here's what bothers me the most about that is that the last 30 seconds are actually my favorite part of the song, and I think I said this when we listened to it the first time.
Yes.
I did not finish when I reviewed the Maltese national final. I could not finish that track because I was so appalled by it, because I was like, oh my God, I can't stand this music. I have to turn it off. And then when we reviewed it the first time, I was like, oh, maybe I should have listened to the end of the song, because the last 30 seconds are quite fire, because you've got a lot more layers musically. And then they sort of, for me at least, sort of ruin it with that wacky bouncing thing. It just doesn't make any sense to me. That's
But you know what? I can understand why people are getting behind this. I can.
Yeah,
for sure.
and we've said this before. We even if we don't like a song, we can still acknowledge the fact that a lot of people do like it, and you can see the potential. I'm not saying that this is necessarily a non-qualifier. A lot of people seem to like it. It could qualify with maybe some elevated staging. I'm just saying, I'm not going to be the one voting for it. I'm not going. This is not made for me, and that's fine. And I'm actually gonna. This is a bit of a. I promised Mark that I would do this. I've got a string of pearls here. So someone wrote today on Blue Sky, or yesterday. I can't actually fit it, but they are there. Someone said that people were clutching pearls because they don't like KANT. Like, I'm sorry, if me not liking a song means that I'm clutching pearls, then consider them clutched, because I don't give a shit about people saying that. We cannot like every single song.
Yeah.
And we can acknowledge the fact that a song ticks a lot of boxes for other people, but not for you. Your opinion is valid, but it's not more valid than anyone else's opinion. So
I do see a world in which, over the course of the next 3 months, this grows on me a bit more. I
know.
I can envision that, and I can envision it for you as well. But I still just don't think it's going to be anywhere near our top 10 by the time we, but yeah, if you have fun to it, have fun to it. Why let other people decide? We're not deciding for you. Yeah. Go have the time of your lives.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, when you watch these reaction videos, you watch videos like this because you want to know what other people think of the songs that you like or that maybe you dislike. You can expect that there's a 50% chance that the people will have a different opinion than you do. That's why you watch these kind of videos. So if you do agree or disagree and you want to tell us in the comments, just keep it respectful.
We are more than happy to discuss what you like about things and what you dislike about things. What I don't like is I don't like it when people are just like, don't like it. Or we've had a couple of comments from like certain people being like, what, your comments are just whatever. I'm like, okay, what specifically about our comments don't you agree with?
Yeah.
Like, let's discuss it. We're more than happy to hear. So let's try be more discussing. That's what we like here. Anyway, we'll stop preaching to the choir. We're just worried that we're going to get hate from the Maltese.
Don't worry.
I am. Anyway, neopod.com is where you can catch all of our reaction videos and follow us on social media. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave those comments. A respectful one, please. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.